All right. Now, what is this telling us when it comes to this, right? What's it telling us? It's telling us that I've got to clean some poo soon. The daily clean-up. When it comes to these cameras. Now, I was just talking about, and I put up a clip about the line. And opinions of the line. And issues that are happening and stuff like that. I'm going to be packed up to be safe for later if later's to be. And so we just keep trucking along. What do we think? The line. You know what it's telling us? What's God telling us? What's our education telling us? What's the bad guys telling us? That could help. Exactly. Right? But yet, when you don't have wires and go Wi-Fi, let's have a chat. You want to hit that for a sec. And you go Wi-Fi, right? They can tap in better because technology is corrupted. I've already talked about a lot of that stuff, right? And so the devil would probably want you to go to Wi-Fi. If Wi-Fi is totally secure and they can prove it is, 99%, like the Titanic can't sink, only show us some stuff like they should do with about nuclear, right? Things that are floating around the ocean that's very sensitive to little leaks, can spread out big and all that kind of stuff. They can show us that it's legit and good and no one can tamper it, and if they do, they can easily get caught and all that kind of crap. And we don't hear all these stories that there's problems going on because usually they're trying to hide something. You start hearing stories, don't you? Right? As they tamper with things. Sometimes it's best to have both, in certain areas. Definitely important areas. And so you could add Wi-Fi if it's good to save wires getting cut, like Emma just said. Right? But what is it telling us besides that? It's telling me that it's telling people out there that there's people that like to do things and it's getting worse and they're not positive things. And that we need cameras to cover cameras, but they won't let us have the cameras to sort out these issues because if you don't, you might not get your answer. Now, I've got to check a camera that's up here if it got the right angle, right, to cover. And I was talking about roof covering, and then next minute I've got an issue where someone could have done something by coming through the roof. Isn't that right, Emma? Right there. No rodent bites or anything like that. Usual that rodents do along the line. So that's what God's trying to tell us. That's what education would be trying to tell us, wouldn't it? And do they like it? Would these other things like that education? You let me know in comments.